It's Owen with sword and historical swordsmanship, and
Simeon with sword and historical swordsmanship,
and
Jesse with sword and historical swordsmanship.
And today we're going to be showing you our general order of operations for what to do when you are staffing and something inevitably happens in a fencing match. So, if our two fencers do something, as in one of them hits the other, right? First thing that's going to happen is judge or somebody is going to yell point very loudly. Then we're going to have director yell halt, and at the same time put their staff in between the two fences. That way our fencers have both an auditory and a visual cue that they need to stop. Right? So then they back off, and then once that happens, the director will call to their judges. They will make their semaphores, whatever they may be, for the situation. And then, of course, the director will take a look at those two judges. We will come up with our call. We will let the table staff know. And as soon as table staff says we're good to go, we move on to the next exchange. It's as simple as that. We're going to talk a little bit about the things that we're expecting of our judges versus directors, and how you should behave according to the things that come out of their mouth. So, obviously, as a fencer, if you hear halt, you should be halting. Whoever that's coming from, if there's a halt, you should be halting. You should not be halting if there is a point. So, if Simeon and I are fencing, or there is somebody fencing, if I'm fencing somebody, and Simeon, as the judge, yells, point! That does not stop action. You keep going until the director yells, halt. Also, as the judge, if you see something happening, even if it's of low quality, even if someone hits with a flat or tippy or whatever, I would rather you be trigger happy and yell point for all of these, right? Even if it's crap, I want you to yell point, please. It's not a guarantee that the director will yell halt, but it is acknowledgement that something happened. Now I may do, as the director, I may call halt, and then I will ask my judge for their point value and what they saw. And if there is a flat hit to the arm or something like that, I can say, oh, I saw that, if that's what you meant, I would consider that an invalid target. I think that about covers it. Thank you very much. Today we're going to be talking about some other things to look out for in terms of safety. Now obviously, in terms of like halt, you should really only being called a halt in two situations. Either A, you're the director and something has happened and you need to halt the exchange. Or B, you see something unsafe occurring. So for example, if two fences are going at it and everything seems normal, and all of a sudden a foreign object flies through the air, that is the situation where anybody can yell halt and anybody should yell halt. Please keep these things in mind. This also includes gear malfunctions, such as an unzipped jacket or anything like that. Thank you very much. Now we're going to be chatting a little bit about your various roles and what you should be doing when things happen, predominantly in terms of like communication. So as before, we talked about our kind of general order of operations. So if something happens, our good Judge Simeon here will immediately, after I call halt, close his eyes and look down. Then he will give me whatever semaphore he should be giving after I ask him of whatever thing has happened. Then as soon as I get my call, so let's say that I am awarding 3 points to purple corner or gold corner or whatever, I will very clearly hold up 3 fingers or 1 finger, however many fingers I'm holding up that I'm awarding, and then I will point in the direction of the corner, and then I will confirm with my table staff to make sure they got it. They will give me a thumbs up. As soon as I do, I will immediately move on to our next exchange.
We're going to talk about different angles and how to position yourself to see what is going on during a fight as a director. We have 2 fencers here who are both holding 2 weapons. This can create some complications when looking at the attacks that they're doing to each other. In this case, you may be able to see attacks to the outside fairly easily, right? You can see that Owen is landing a hit on Jesse's arm. But attacks to the inside may be harder to see, right? You're not quite sure if this attack is landing on Owen's arm or if it's perhaps being parried by his dagger. Other types of weapons like bucklers or targes can cause even more confusion as they visually obscure sightlines. Because of this, you may want to instead take up an angle on the other side of the fencers to open up new viewing angles for you, or take up an angle slightly offset from one of the fencers so that you've got a better view of any attacks that are going out from the fencer closer to you, and then can see a little bit of the attacks that are coming in on that fencer.